Hello, lovely humans. Welcome to my ASMR channel, or welcome back if you're already a subscriber. If you're new, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe. My name is Kate. And today I just thought I'm just gonna sit and chat. I'm gonna be cutting some strawberries. But yeah, kind of like a random thing to do, but I was wanting to cut up these strawberries so I could have some tomorrow morning. Bring some to work with me, and I was gonna film, so I figured. There we are. So today is Thursday. No, I'm lying. Today's Wednesday, February 3rd. It's around 8:30 p.m. I believe. Maybe closer to 8. But we just watched a new episode of Euphoria. Well, it came out a few weeks ago. It's the hour-long episode of Rue. I don't know if you're familiar with Euphoria, but we just watched it. It was really good. Sorry, my cat is all up in my business. Per usual. Babe. But yeah, that was really good. I'm looking forward to whenever the next full season comes out. Ew, that strawberry does not look cute, so we're gonna skip her. So I guess there's nothing specific I wanted to talk about. Sort of some things that have been on my mind. One thing in particular I've been thinking about a lot lately is, I'm sure everybody's familiar with the saying, blood is thicker than water. Well, recently I actually found out that saying doesn't mean what we all think it means. Well, it didn't originate from, I guess, what we all think it means. So, I'm sure everybody knows this, but when people say blood is thicker than water, what they mean is family comes first. They're your blood, they're the most important thing. But not true. In fact, might check me on this. Maybe I need to do more research because I'm not exactly sure where this comes from, but the actual phrase that it originated from is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So, blood of the covenant, coven, just basically the family that you choose for yourself, your friends, the people you align with, the people in your life by choice. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Sorry, October is trying to eat my strawberries. Meaning, obviously the womb is all babies come from the womb. So basically, anyways, you guys understand what I'm saying. The blood, sorry, I have a knife in my hand. The blood, the covenant, is thicker than the water of the womb. So, your family, again with the knife, your family is who you choose for yourself. Sorry, my storage was full, so if it's at a different angle, I had to like reset everything up. But what I was saying is that you choose your family, you know? So don't let anybody make you feel like if you have a shitty family member that, you know, you have to stand by them and have a relationship with them or whatever because they're your family. No. It's not the way it works. Obviously you can make your own decisions, but I'm just kind of, I feel for you. Obviously, you know, I have some blood family members. The family that I was born with. I have. Look at this mammoth strawberry, by the way. I do have some blood family members that I am beyond grateful for and that I have chosen to be part of my life. But some of the most supportive, wonderful, kind, caring people in my life are not related to me by blood. They are my covenant. But, you know, I've had some, you know, blood family members do some despicable things. People I no longer speak to or have an interest in speaking to, and that's fine. You know, it's okay to eliminate people from your life that are not adding to it. You know, you ever find yourselves around those people that are like energy leeches and like being around them? Okay, now I literally had to switch to Patrick's phone because my phone storage keeps running out, so it's gonna look a little bit different. Actually, his camera quality is better, so I probably should have just filmed with his to begin with. But anyways, eliminate people that take away from your life and don't add anything to it, because, you know, sorry, I keep having to restart, so I'm like losing track of what I was saying. Yeah, but life is short, but it's also very long, and that's something that my dad has said to me. Life is short in the sense that you don't want to waste time with people that don't have your best interest at heart, you know, just out of an obligation or out of a blood relation. And in the same, you know, in the same kind of token, you know, life is long and you want to enjoy it and soak up as much time as you can with the people that love and support you and want what's best for you. And you can't do that if you have these like energy leeches taking up your valuable, precious life. So with that being said, very long story short, if as I was talking there were some specific people jumping out at you, that's probably a sign that maybe they aren't the best people to have in your life. And to those of you watching that are in an unfortunate situation where you might have to live with these people, especially people that are watching that may be younger, your situation is temporary. no matter what, no matter how old you are, no matter what situation you're in, it's all temporary. Everything changes. Everything's a cycle. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing's permanent as things feel. I mean, I look back, not that I'm like, 100 years old or anything, but I look back in times where I thought, this is how it's going to be forever, or I can't wait until I get to X point and everything will be different, or I'm always going to feel like this. And there was definitely a time, multiple times in my life, where I thought, I'm not going to make it through this, which I will maybe talk about eventually in a little bit more detail. But there were certainly times in my life where I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think I would ever get out of the place that I was in. And, I still have a lot going on. I still have a lot of hard days. I still have, there are still some issues present in my life today that were present at that time. But there's always like a but. I would say I am mostly happy, and more importantly, I am on the path toward feeling happy and fulfilled. It's hard to feel happy and fulfilled when you're in your 20s and you're struggling and you're constantly going through big life changes. But I'm so much better off than I ever thought I would be. I was talking with my very good friend from high school, actually one of my only friends left from high school. Her name's Allie. If you're watching, I don't know if she's watching or not. She actually introduced me to ASMR originally a very long time ago. I'm not sure if she's watching this, but maybe she is. Anyways, I was talking with Allie today. Allie and I are both in a really cool position in our lives right now. We're both about to graduate from undergrad. We're both applying to totally different grad schools, totally different programs, but we both have had some pretty big accomplishments recently. And Allie and I have been friends since 4th grade. Almost 12 years now. And I said, our 4th grade selves would never believe it. And that's true about, my 4th grade self, my 6th grade self, my 10th grade self, my 20-year-old self. Now I'm about to turn 22. My 20-year-old self. A year ago, I wouldn't have believed you if you would have told me what I'm doing now, where I am now, what's happening in my life now. And I know it seems cheesy to say, like, oh, it'll get better. I know people always say that. But, it does. It gets better. In some ways it gets worse, but it's always changing. Life is always changing. People are always changing. I'm always changing. The people around me. The world. Think about how much has changed in the world in the last year. And not all of it for the better, but that's, the beauty of it. Like I said, life is short, but life is so long. So long, so long, so long. And putting sugar on my strawberries. And I'm just really rambling. I guess it was just weighing heavy on my mind today, thinking about how different my life is now than I thought it would be. I have a sister that's 15. Lily, I'd bet money that you're watching this, so hi sister. And I try to see things through her eyes sometimes, and I do a lot of thinking about what I was doing when I was 15, and what my goals and dreams were for myself and how I have accomplished none of the things I thought I would at 15, but I've accomplished things that I never dreamed of accomplishing when I was 15, you know? I mean, you get what I'm saying. I think of all of the things that I wish I would have known when I was younger. You know, I'm the oldest. I'm the big sister. I didn't have a big sister to tell me all of this stuff. And I don't know if the people watching this video are younger than me or older than me, but I really don't. I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like sometimes you just need to hear this kind of stuff. So, if you're going through anything tough right now, which we're all fighting our own battles, no matter how small or big. If you're going through something, it's not going to last forever. And someday, you may even look back at it and think, I'm glad that happened, or that wasn't so bad, or if that wouldn't have happened, then X, Y, Z wouldn't have happened. And if you have people in your life right now that are those energy leeches I was talking about, I hope that one day you are able to free yourself from that relationship. And in the meantime, if anybody watching this video is truly struggling with something, and maybe the only relationships in your life, maybe the only relationships in your life feel like those energy leeches, feel like those people that you don't choose for your life. Send me an email. Pour your heart out. I'm going to put my email address in the description box of this video. Feel free. Even if you just want me to listen, you don't even want advice, you just want to put all your feelings and your issues out there, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to read and listen and take on some of that burden for you. Let other people take on your burden. You shouldn't have to deal with everything all by yourself, you know. If you have the funds or the means, go to therapy. Oh my god, therapy is life-changing. I've been in therapy for 9 years. 9 years of therapy. And you know what? I still have plenty to talk about every time. And obviously, I'm not going to function as your therapist. I'm not licensed, nor am I able to take on all that. But what I am saying is, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody and you don't have a therapist, shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to give you my perspective on whatever battles you're facing. Just lend an ear, shoot you off some encouragement. But if you're somebody that needs that big sister, you know, somebody to talk you through it, give you advice, I'm more than happy to do so. Like I said, I didn't have that person in my life, you know, and I think about how different things would be if I did or whatever, but and I don't mean for this video to be depressing. I'm sorry if it's coming off that way. I just felt like I needed to share this. I think a lot of people don't realize the important roles that they play in the lives of others. Because I do want to end this video on an upswing here. It's getting a little heavy. But basically, you may not feel like you're that important in the grand scheme of things. But if you're familiar with the butterfly effect, which if you're not, very quickly it's like a butterfly flaps its wing and there's an earthquake on the other side of the world. It's like every teeny tiny little moment, teeny tiny little moment, teeny tiny little moment, teeny tiny little moment. Every teeny tiny little moment matters. They all piece and weave together to create the timeline of the world. So if there was one little tiny piece missing, then everything would be out of place and everything wouldn't have happened the way it was meant to. So what I'm saying is that you are a pretty dang big piece of that world puzzle. Because if a butterfly flapping its wings can cause an earthquake on the other side of the world, think about how much power your life holds. We simply couldn't do it without you. So on that note, that's all I got. That's all I have for today. I've just been feeling I've been doing lots of overthinking today that I wanted to share with the world. So, I love you. You are vastly important, not only to me, but in the world's timeline. And I hope that you are staying safe and healthy. Again, shoot me an email if you want to talk. I'll put it in the description box for you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night.